Hello beautiful people, thank you for coming back today. One of the easiest things for me to talk about is being African. I love to talk about being African a lot. It's interesting because some people don't even understand it. In a video I talked about what it is like in Africa, actually what country is Africa, and I hope you guys enjoyed that video. But today I would like to talk about something entirely different. It is being African, being married and being gay. Now, why did I choose being African, being married, being gay? Actually, being gay makes it a lot controversial. And for those that are watching now, just to know if I'm trying to say I am gay, no, I am not. That is not the purpose of this video, okay? Don't be alarmed. Because I know some people will be like, oh, is he trying to say he's gay now? And some people might have even judged it without watching this video. Anyways, that's not the purpose of the video. As I said, it's just to tell stories. Now, a few years back, I traveled from my country, Nigeria, to actually pursue my master's degree. And then I got to the university, the dormitory. I don't want to go through all the process that happened before then. But there were a lot of rooms in the dormitory, which I could have chosen any of them, you know. But then they put me with one guy, just like that. They did not even ask me, would you like to stay here or not? They just said, okay, this is your room. Every other person that came after me chose a room. And I thought, really, why? Why did it? Okay, actually, I did not think really. I was okay. I didn't mind really, you know. It was fine. I just stayed there, and I know before I left, my mom prayed for me to have the best roommate ever. So I felt, okay, maybe this is the answer to my mom's prayer. And indeed, it was the answer to my mom's prayer, you know. Thank you, Mom. Now, when I got in, I met my roommate, who was very, you know, I was like, oh, nice. He's a very nice guy, amazing guy. Shout out to you, Ron. I hope he sees this video anyways. I'm going to send him a link. And then, we were together. We lived together for 2 years. Believe me, in 2 years we were the only set of people, that is me and my roommate. I never changed roommate, never changed room. Every other person changed, either their roommate, they were having one problem or the other. I cannot remember a time that I actually had a confrontation or even anything with my roommate. Nothing. We were, I would say, 80% perfect for 2 years. No problems, nothing. We talked about everything, you know, and stuff, which a lot of other people did not get. Now, there was a day, which is, I'm sure these guys will remember. I won't mention your names, okay? That was a day. So apparently, okay, I lived on the second floor, and then I had this friend that lived on the ground floor. There was a floor in between. Now, in the morning of this day, they just came to my room. They asked me, were you the one having sex last night? You know, were you having sex with your roommate? I said, what? Now, it happened that way because my roommate happened to be gay. Now, not so many people know this. If my mom is watching, she'll be like, what? She did it? Yeah, of course, I did not tell you, Mom, you know. It happened to be gay, and those in the floor just beneath us, those guys were also gay. So we hear a lot of strange noises and stuff when they do their stuff, you know. And then so my friends in the university then always ask me, how do you cope with living with a gay person? And I always be like, there's no difference, you know. It's not like he's going to, they say, doesn't he try to touch you at night? Why would he touch me at night? Really, you know? Really, why would you think like that? Now, you should understand that most of my friends or the people that ask these questions are not from regions of the world that actually understand and actually permit these things or legalize these things. So that's the reason why they ask these questions. Being African and being married and being gay. I'll start with being gay. In Africa, at least in most countries of Africa, it's I'd say it's a taboo for you to be gay. That doesn't mean there are no gay people. Of course there are. Now in my country, Nigeria, if you are gay, you get 14 years imprisonment. Like, that's going to change your orientation anyways. You get that as a punishment, maybe. It's in the law. I don't know if they've imprisoned anybody or anything. I don't know that. Now, before you bust Nigeria, before you criticize us, the best way you can just relax. Let's finish this story. Now, our culture is different. So some people say you should accept it. Now, I have no problem with I said this story I started with because I have no problems at all. No problems at all. In short, I know a lot of gay and transgender people. I have no problems. It is not my business. It is someone else's choice, which I should respect. I don't have a problem with it. Now, it's different for us in Africa. For instance, these things I'm saying right now, so many of my friends look at me like, Abi is now a pervert, you know, he's now this. That's not my point. Now, the point I'm trying to raise here is this. People make choices. People decide whatever they want to be, you know? And I don't think, personally, I don't think it is your responsibility to judge anybody. Now, I'm trying to mince words here. I'm trying to choose my words carefully. But my point exactly is we are not in the position to judge anybody. We are not. We shouldn't judge anybody. Not because we cannot, or not because we don't enjoy. Of course, I enjoy judging people. I can just judge you and that's it. You know, we enjoy judging people. In Africa, especially in my country, we see being this way, or being gay or being transgender as the greatest height of. We're very religious people, so the greatest height of sin. But the truth is, there is no big and small sin. If you consider it a sin, if you're still a pen, it is still sin. So, why you put all your energy into judging something because it seems like, oh, it is this, and then there is no big sin and small sin. That is, if you consider it as that. And so I don't think, first of all, my point is I don't think we should judge. We are not in the position at all. We are not. Leave people to do whatever they want to do. If you talk to them and they don't want to listen to you, okay, just leave them to do what they decide to do. It's not your business to go everywhere and start talking like, okay, let me just shut my mouth now before people hate me. Now, about being married, now in Africa, it is very important. It's very important for you to be married. You're 25, 26, 27, you're a girl, not married, 28. It's like the world is crashing. It's like your world is nothing to write home about. So it's very vital because in Africa, we believe that, I don't want to generalize in Africa. In Nigeria, for instance, at a certain age, your parents expect you to get married. Now, if you don't get married, or let's say your parents don't even expect you, your community expects you to get married because especially if you're a woman, your biological clock is ticking and you might not have kids, you know? And then they force people that are not even supposed to get married. And we force people that are not ready to get married because they are old or too old or old enough to get married. Now, I respect marriage. I want to get married to a very beautiful, intelligent, loving lady very soon, hopefully. But the truth is, if people decide not to marry, I was talking to a friend some time ago, and I said, in Nigeria, I've not seen someone that decided not to marry. That just said, okay, I don't want to marry. Oh my God, it's like the world is going to crash on you, you know? Why would you decide? Or someone should say, I decide not to have kids. That's another topic. People don't just decide that, you know? It's a big problem for you to decide not to have. Maybe in these days, because people are getting more understanding, maybe they could say such, but it's not something common. You get married and they say, tell your mother-in-law or your mother, we don't want to have kids. How would you even say it, really? I just tell my mom, I don't want to have kids. You know, so it's very vital. Now, my point here is people should get married when they're ready to get married. If you know you don't want to get married, of course, they won't let you rest. The community would say everything. But if that is your decision, stick to that decision. You might be happier being single. Now, and I know women are more of... Actually, I'm looking at my flower over there. Women are more on the receiving end, but that is based on this marriage issue. There is a particular lady, she's so successful, but she's not married. And the only thing everyone talks about is the fact that she's not married. Oh, she's this, she's got a very big house, very expensive stuff and things, and she's doing good in her business. But the only thing they'll bring out is, oh, she's not married. And I'm like, who marriage app? You know? That means, what is the so important thing about marriage, you know? Who help? Let me just pick PG. Who marriage help, really, you know? I don't know. I don't have so much time to delve into this issue of marriage. It is very important for us in Africa to get married, but make sure you do it at your time. Make sure you do it when you are ready. Now, this thing about biological clock, believe me, it is not entirely true. I've seen, not that people, not a few people, I've seen so many people give birth at 32, 35, 34, 40. you know. And this biological, it is just that the chances are more. And one of my friends, we had this discussion the other day. She said the same thing. I said, let's just check it online. It is not, it is just that you have more chances when you're younger, that's all. It doesn't mean you cannot when you're older. You can, of course. Do it at your time. Now, being African is one of the best things in the world. Having this black skin, you know, is one of the best things that can happen to any human in the world. I'm proud to be African. I've never regretted once being African. I've never regretted being a Nigerian, you know. And I love my country so much. I really love Nigeria that when I talk to my friends, I'm always thinking, we are always trying to brainstorm. What can we do to make things better and all? Being African is amazing. The only thing is that sometimes we might overdo some things, like the issue of being married, as I said, and that's normal with every part, other parts of the world. But that's us, that's our way of life and stuff. Now, about being African, I won't talk about that issue right now because there are some things I want to say, but I think I have already said some so controversial things in this video, so I'll leave being African out. That is the context itself. Like, let's talk about being African and a lot of other about other issues from there. So I'll just end this video here, and if people don't get so angry, I hope they don't slander me too much. I really hope. I'm going to talk about some other things regarding being African. I'm so proud to be African. Yeah, yes, so yes, so I'm so proud to be African. Yeah. All right, so I want to say Eshe Goni. Okay, I'm going to speak the language from my country. Eshe Gon. Eshe te wo video you adupe lowo yin o. Nagode. What is thank you in Igbo? Oh my goodness. I've forgotten that, you know. My Igbo people, please tell me what's thank you in Igbo. I don't have any Igbo person around now. Nagode. I think Nagode is Igbo. Nagode is Hausa. Okay. Alright, thank you, Eshegon. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. And join me next week for another interesting, beautiful time. Follow me on social media, FAMSPLINX. Not double S, just one S. Instagram, YouTube. Okay, YouTube, you're on YouTube already. Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat. I'll be there to talk to you guys. I love you. See you. Bye.